So, we covered, another story about child support. And these guys with child support, especially those who are in the entertainment field, it always amazes me the amount of child support these guys have to pay. And, listen, you guys as famous, you guys should not be having no children at all until you done playing. Matter of fact, you shouldn't even be getting married until you done playing or whatever you're doing. And then go to another country somewhere, that don't even have that ungodly system. Because that system, I can't stand that system because it's not fair. So, Cam Newton, he was married to his wife that he had named Kia Proctor. Now, what got them in trouble, which he did this, okay? We covered this before, a while back. Cam Newton had cheated on his wife with an Instagram chick. And he ended up getting this Instagram chick pregnant. Okay. And, the baby was born, a little girl, in 2019. So that's what caused a lot of issues and problems. And, listen, I don't really blame her for wanting a divorce because, this isn't something that's not right. They had a family, they had children. And why, he's going to go out and do something like that. So I can't, a person, when something like that happened, they can choose to forgive them or they can move on. There's always particular choice in the matter. But he kind of picked the same kind of females, though, if you get my drift. Now, Cam Newton's, ex, wants $15,000 a month in child support for their 4 kids. So they have 4 kids together. My thing is this. You got 4 kids. Why would you go out with some Instagram side chick and go make another one? Like, what is wrong? I don't understand these dudes. Like, y'all fool these women. Y'all run up on and all these women raw. I mean, y'all don't realize like HIV is still out here. Chlamydia, gonorrhea. Y'all run up in chicks raw. Like, what? I don't understand you brothers. I don't get it. Like, man, you can fool one woman and your life can be over. Man, you can get something that somebody got that never even heard of before and take you out. You got a wife at home. What's the problem? Right? So, his wife, kind of same thing with the Instagram girl. She used to be a stripper as well. Now she filed papers, in her paternity suit, stating that she's spending a little over $15,000 a month for 4 children. Now, the average person in America is not spending $15,000 a month on their kids. But let me say what she's spending the money on because she wrote details. She says it's for essentials. And say Cam Newton was previously giving her money, but wanted a figure to be determined by a judge for future payments, right? So he was just kind of giving her money on his own. Now, this is what I say about those situations. If y'all could work that out between each other and there's no animosity or beef, work it out with each other. Don't get the courts involved with it. I mean, I think that's so silly. I think to have courts involved in your situation, y'all didn't have the courts involved when you made those kids. So why they got to get involved with, taking care of them? I think the only time the court should be involved is when you ain't doing nothing for the kid, okay, or kids. Then they should get involved, right? So she noted that she spends $3,000 on groceries and household necessities a month on 4 children. That's a lot of money. I kind of know, how are they eating or what's the necessities, right? She says she spends $2,966 on their child care. Child care is expensive. I may can go with on that. She says she spends $666 on clothing a month for the kids. $300 on grooming. $300 on grooming? You got 4 kids. And I seen her kids. She got some sons and daughters too. $600? Where at? I mean, $300. Okay. And $416 on entertainment. I can go with the entertainment because it depends on where you're taking them, right? He said, as for her vehicle to get the kids around, she spends, listen to this, $2,640 a month. What kind of vehicle you have? Even if you had a vehicle that was like, $60,000, you're going to be paying like, $1,200 or so. So what kind of car do you have to take these kids? I mean, you got a Sprinter or something and a driver? And she said these bills amount to $15,678, are much greater than the $1,276 she alone brings in each month. Now, let me talk about that too. She says she only gets $1,276, but she wants $15,000. Look, let's call it what it is. She wants to maintain the lifestyle definitely to a point that she had with Cam Newton being his wife. Okay. I'm going to tell you, when you divorce a man, even if you get a good settlement and child support, the lifestyle will still not be the same as you were with that man. Okay. If she thinks that's going to get it, we'll see. Right. So they said Cam Newton recently signed a 1-year deal with the New England Patriots loaded with incentives that can push his salary up to $7.5 million this season, and say he had, signed a 5-year deal previously of $103.8 million. $54 million was guaranteed with the Carolina Panthers before, being cut earlier this year. So he got his guaranteed $54 million. And it was saying that the couple, of course, they started dating in 2013, welcomed their first son, Chosen, in 2015, their daughter Sovereign, Dior in 2017, then sons Kamidas in 2018, and Kashmir in 2019. Okay, so he had a baby the same year that his other son was born. Now, of course, we talked about that IG model, Lorena Shaw, is the one he had a baby with, and he named the kid Caesar. Okay. So, this is a question. Do you think Cam Newton should be paying $15,000 a month, according to what she says she's spending on in child support? Me personally, $15,000 a month on kids, no. Not 15. No, not at all. Now, this is the thing. It's not the man's responsibility to pay for your car. Your car is your car. It's his responsibility legally to pay for medical. Well, now a lot of states, medical and dental, vision, like going half on all those bills. It should be his responsibility to help pay for extracurricular activities, for the kids. But y'all splitting that in half, right? Anything the kids need with tutoring, tuition, anything like that, it's supposed to be divvy up in half, and he pays half, and she pays half. That's the way it's supposed to go. And I guarantee you, paying half is not what he would pay. So if she says she spends $15,000, half of that would be what, about $7,500? So, okay. Well, he should be paying $7,500 a month then, if you want to go off of her number. $7,500 a month child support for those kids. Most people be like, man, I don't even make $7,500 a month. I don't make $15,000 a month. Like, what is she doing? You know what I'm saying? Most people don't make that kind of money. But it's not all for them kids. It's not. She wants to maintain the lifestyle she had to a point, being the ex-wife of Cam Newton. That's just it. So according to her number, lucky I ain't the judge. I say, okay, well, if that's what it is, okay, Mr. Newton, $7,500 a month child support. There you go. She was like, what? Yeah, you gave the number. I'm going off of your number. $7,500. You got to split that down the middle. I mean, you can't live off those kids. You can't. And trust me, if the judge gave her $7,500 a month in child support, she would do everything with them kids with that $7,500, and then you add up what she say she get, right? That's still good money a month for 4 kids. That's enough to pay a mortgage and everything else. Like I said, a lot of people don't make that kind of money a month. But leave me a comment and know think about the situation. Cam Newton and his ex. Like I said, of course, Cam was wrong with what he done, but hey, it is what it is on that. You can divorce him and he has to pay his child support or whatever. But the $15K, no, you trying to get that man to support your life.